Hello and welcome back to the Southern Sideboard Cooks. I'm Craig Hall and today I'm going to be cooking a chocolate almond Battenberg cake. It's no ordinary cake, this is a special cake and it's the first time I've ever made one. So let's get started. Alright, here's all the ingredients. First we have 3/4 cup of softened butter. We got 3/4 cup of regular granulated sugar. We got 3 large eggs, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of almond flour,
1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder,
1/4 teaspoon salt, and 2 tablespoons whole milk.
We'll start with all-purpose flour, almond flour,
baking powder, and the salt. Just want to mix that up good. Set it to the side.
In a large bowl, add the butter, then the sugar, and give it a good mix.
Going to add the eggs one at a time. And egg number 3. Time to add the flour in, but you don't want to add it all in at one time. Put a little bit of the milk.
Give it a mix.
A little bit more. The rest of the flour mixture. The rest of the milk. Scrape down the sides. Give it a final mix. Okay, that's our batter. We're going to cut it in half. For the almond half, we're going to mix half the batter plus 1 teaspoon of almond extract.
Mix it well.
This is the 8x8 glass dish. I've made a divider here out of cardboard wrapped with aluminum foil. This is parchment paper. I sprayed it in the bowl, put in the parchment paper, and sprayed it some more. Into this first half right here is the almond batter. Just smooth it out. We combine the milk with the cocoa powder and sugar. I'm gonna stir it up. Once it's all mixed up, I'm gonna chunk that right in here.
Mix well.
That's looking good. Just pour it right into the other side. Spread it out, just like we did on the other side. We're ready to go to the oven. That's a 350-degree oven. We're gonna leave it there for about 30 to 35 minutes until it's done. When the inserted toothpick comes out clean, it's ready. It's actually been about 40 minutes and this cake is ready. It's clean. Take it out.
It's going to cool for 5 minutes, then I'm going to take it out of the dish and let it cool completely.
Just like that. While these cakes cool completely, we're going to mix up the marzipan. Both these little cakes have cooled completely, and the next thing we're going to do is melt some apricot jam. You just want to put it in a small pot. Once you got it in the pot, turn the heat on low and let it warm up. While this jam heats up, I'm going to use that time to trim these 2 cakes right quick.
You want these 2 halves to be as even as possible. Stir on medium-low heat until it's completely melted and run it through a strainer into a small bowl. bowl.
This is what you end up with after you heat it and strain it.
Now you're going to cut these little cakes right down the middle. Going to give them all a good coat of your apricot jam. Want to get it everywhere. Both sides, top, bottom, everything. Then you want to assemble the cake. Hey, it's going to be good. Next, for your marzipan, you're going to put your almond flour, powdered sugar, and finally the cocoa powder into your food processor. Lock the lid, turn on the processor. Once blended, add in your almond extract. Then the apricot jam. Lock your lid, turn it back on. When it comes together into a ball of dough, turn it out onto your wax paper. Form it into a rectangle. Put another sheet of wax paper on top and roll it out to the thickness you want it. Once you get it like you want it, then you want to trim it. Then put the cake right on top of it. And let's wrap that marzipan around it. Take your time, be careful, and get this right so it'll look good. This is what you want right here. Put it on your plate, trim the edge off, and then get that slice that you want. All right, look at that. That's the money shot right there. That does look good.
Hey, right here is the finished product. That's my first Battenberg cake. And that right there is a job. You should try it yourself. But enough of that. It's time to taste this cake. Hey, I'm glad it's good. It was a lot of work. I'm gonna try some of the almond side now. Hey, this right here is some good cake. You really ought to try it for yourself. But if you don't like working, you better stick to a cake in the box. If there's anything that you'd like me to make in an upcoming video, just let me know in the comment section below. If you like what we're doing here at the Southern Side Bowl Cooks, subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. And I'll see you next time. Take care.